Hi, I'm Barbara Dillon, Editor-in-Chief of Fanbase Press. Given the impact of the Eisner Awards, their importance to the comic book industry, and Fanbase Press's own mission to celebrate fandoms, we have once again launched our annual Countdown to the Eisners coverage, where we seek to highlight the Eisner Award nominations for 2023 and provide comic book industry members and readers alike with the opportunity to learn more about the nominees and their work. This year, we are releasing 3 videos of conversations with industry professionals about why the Eisner Awards are personally impactful, which nominee may be the most interesting to them, and why the average comic book reader should take notice. We hope that you'll enjoy. Thanks for watching.
The average comic reader should take note of the Eisner Awards each year because it can open whole new worlds for you for reading.
I think readers should care about the Eisners because they celebrate excellence in the medium that we all love.
Everyone who's a creator in the industry should take note every year of the nominees for the Eisner Awards because it really shows where the committee's focus is when reading comics that come out every year.
It helps keep a pulse on the community and what you may be really interested in and you may be potentially interested in the future.
You know, I think if you're a film fan, you care about the Academy Awards and the Golden Globes. If you're a sports fan, you care about the World Series and the Super Bowl. So as a comic book fan, the Eisners are something that celebrate the top of the line of the medium that we all love.
I think this is an interesting question this year in particular because there's a lot of controversy right now over one of the big nominees. And it's someone who a lot of things are coming out about that are not very savory, and it's making people question things. Now that's getting a lot of attention. So I think that the fact that it brings attention to the comic book industry is really good. A lot of us labor for not a lot of money, long hours, and sometimes it can seem thankless. So on the one hand, it's good to get the attention because it lets people know that we're doing good work and that we're being appreciated. On the other hand, it can shine a light on things that maybe would go unnoticed. And even though this is not a good thing, it's necessary. And I think that bringing a light onto some of the things that just kind of go on and everybody doesn't have that conversation, it's good to have that conversation. So I'm really glad to see that happening in a way. And also because of that, a friend of mine started a petition and is actually trying to get more, I guess you'd say, light shown on the whole process, not just the one work, but on the entire way that the Eisners are judged and who's judging and are they diverse enough? And I'm sure that all of those people are fantastic, but just in general, how does it work? And I think that's a really good thing.
The popularity and commercial success doesn't equal quality, and quality doesn't necessarily equal commercial success.
The Eisners are really one of the only ways that comic writers, artists, and the medium in general gets to get their flowers.
I think the nominations list do bring out not all the best, but a lot of them. A lot of really excellent titles, artists, writers that people can start following.
So the Eisner nominations really put a spotlight on the books that may not get the recognition in the market that they deserve, but the craftsmanship and the quality is so good that the nominations and the committee sort of turns the light on those books and gives them a little bit of a boost.
The average comic book reader, I would hope, is also a library user. And for people that aren't able to go out and purchase a book, the libraries have purchased those books for you. And the average person can go into any library and find those award-winning books.
You know, what is the average comic book reader, right? Or is it the people who are going to your local comic shop and picking up your superhero comics, or is it someone buying comics at a bookstore, like just trade graphic novels, right? No matter which of those categories you're in, looking at the Eisners is going to expose you to something you may have not seen.
It's the same effect that, joining a good book club can have. If you think that you're only a superhero reader, but you pay attention to the Eisners, you pay attention to what's getting attention, maybe you end up reading a superhero title that you never would have picked up. Maybe you read something that's not superhero that really just changes your world and changes your reading life for good for the rest of your days.
So if you're a superhero reader, you'll find new trade, standalone comics to read in the Eisner's list. Like, you don't know where to start, that's a good place. If you don't normally read superheroes, well, okay, here's some great superhero stories you can go check out right now. Yeah, so I mean, there's something for everyone, and it's a good way to expand your horizons into new categories that you normally wouldn't pick up.
It's a great way to get instant recommendations on really incredible titles, and it's a really good way to broaden your horizons in your reading life.
Using the nominations list as a selection tool, which I have done for so many years, I'm hoping that I'm reaching out to a lot of the average comic readers and in my community. But for me, yeah, I would like to see more people, pay attention to what's being nominated, and whether they're just reading for fun, or they are librarians trying to get good graphic novels and comics into their libraries, whether for kids or teens or adults or everyone. The nominations list, I think, really help people find some excellent titles every year.
These awards are pretty much essential.